Well, hello friends, Clever Trev here, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of a game called Stardew Valley, and we're going to do a little farm tour of my farm that I've been creating since I started the game. And as you can see, I've got almost 90 hours into this save file, and I'm on year 3. So what is Stardew Valley, if you're wondering? Well, it's an indie farming simulation role-playing game. It's initially released on the computer, but later it came to PS4, Linux, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, the Vita, Apple, and even Android. So you can play this game on pretty much any platform, and you pretty much take the role of a character who takes over his grandfather's farm. But here we are. I'm just waking up at 6 a.m. Monday the 8th in summer, and I'll do just a real quick house tour. Here's some decorations. Here's my little child. You can have children in this game. You can get married. You can build relationships. I store my shells here. I store my flowers. I kind of have everything color-coded, like I said. Forage. There's all my seeds. These are all my resources. We've got our valuables and monster loot. And here we've got just some random stuff. I've got all these things cooking up some coal. Here's my wife. Hey, sweetheart. Sorry if you smell. Oh, you're fine. Her name's Maru. And we're going to go down to our winery real quick. And I've got a ton of starfruit wine just ready for the harvesting. It's been brewing down there for a while in my basement. But let's get to the fun stuff here. Oh, by the way, here's my baby's room. Cute. Let's check out my farm. Voila! Let's grab my horse to give you the proper tour. And I'm just going to show you a map real quick. Here's the map. We're at Patty's Pub Farm right here. But as I can leave the town and go to all these different places around town, meet with people and go buy things and go mining. But for now, we're just focusing on my farm. So kind of start up top. Look at all these melons growing. So right now we're in the summer season, so I'm growing melons. That's my favorite summer crop. But every season is different. You know, in the fall farm, I'm growing pumpkins. So I've got all these plants spaced out. Here's a scarecrow. And here's my greenhouse. The purpose of a greenhouse is you can grow any crop any time of year. Most crops are season specific, but you can grow anything in here. So I have my most valuable thing growing in here, which is starfruit, which then I turn into, once it grows, I turn into that starfruit wine. Once I sell that starfruit wine, you get a lot of money. Here's my little honey area. Here's a diamond. So if you notice all these honey houses here, and I've got a flower in the middle, this is kind of like the perfect way to do honey. I'm not going to get into all of that, but the flower has a certain radius to pollinate. So you can see more plants, more plants. Up here is kind of more my farm area. But you can hear those pigs oinking. Here's a bunch of wine brewing. So the top part of my farm is kind of farming stuff, and the bottom is, you guessed it, pigs. Here's Babe, the pig. Let's go pet some of these pigs. Here's Oinky, Porky. I named them all, by the way. But one nice thing about pigs is they drop these thing called truffles. And once you pick up truffles and you sell them, they are worth a lot of money. And you see the pigs are feeding on this grass that I've planted here. I'll show you my method in a second. So here's more pigs down here. And I have this segment blocked off here. No pigs are allowed in here because I'm just letting the greenery grow. So once they eat up all the grass in their compartments, I will open these other compartments and they'll eat that grass, and I'll replant grass in their current compartments, and therefore we always have a bunch of grass growing and a place for the pigs to eat. But I've got a ton of pigs. Normally you wouldn't see this many pigs. But they're kind of a really good... Ooh, there's mankind. They're a good money maker. So let's just go to the bottom of the base here. So here's the bottom left corner of the base. Or excuse me, my farm. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's my inventory. Kind of like Minecraft. And just look at my inventory a little more in depth. Here's my inventory. I got a sword, a pickaxe for mining rocks, an axe for mining wood, a scythe for chopping down grass. I got gates to build, well, gates. Copper is what you mine. Here's copper bars. bunch of wood from trees. Here's some starfruit wine that we'll go sell soon. Truffles from the pigs that we'll sell. A gold hoe, that's how you can destroy or replant, retill your soil. Watering can, so you do have to water your plants. Use a bamboo pole for fishing. Torch for light. Here's some stones. This thing, I can use it and it'll warp me back to my home base. Here's some fertilizer and some coal. But as you'd imagine, there's a lot more stuff. Here's my character. I'm pretty leveled up pretty high. I'm maxed out in farming, mining, foraging. Almost maxed out in combat. I don't fish, hence why I'm only level 1 fisherman. Here's my relationship with all the different townspeople. I'm pretty much not friends with anybody. I'm kind of a recluse, except I did woo Maru, and now she's my wife. Here's just a map, and I'll give you a tour of the town pretty soon here. Here's the crafting menu, so you can... This is how you craft items. You know, right now I could craft a chest because I have 50 wood, but I cannot craft, you know, the seed maker because I need 1 gold bar. And here's just kind of my collections, all the things that I've discovered. So you can see I haven't discovered many fish because I don't fish much, but I have some artifacts, a bunch of minerals I've discovered, and I don't cook much either. I've only cooked a fried egg. Sad, huh? Settings, I could quit. But let's back out and go through the rest of the menu here. I like to have chests placed around. See, this has a bunch of tappers. Tappers you put on these trees, and once the trees will kind of give you like maple syrup. They'll give you sap. So we're gonna head out of our farm here, and I'm making a bunch of, what is this? Pickled cauliflower. We're gonna go see how much that is worth at the town store. So that's kind of a brief overview of my farm. Let's check out what the rest of the world has to offer. Like I said, there's a store, there's a place where you can go have a few drinks and play some games. There's a hospital, and here's the bus stop. Now, I could buy a ticket right here and take a little trip on the bus, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep showing you around town. So when we get into here, we're kind of in the main part of town. We're going to check the map here. So now we're over here, kind of by the town square. And let's check out, here's the hospital. So you could go up to this guy and purchase a few things, basically stuff to restore your energy, your health, or energy. And here's the store. So this is where you can buy seeds, you can sell things, you can sell your stuff. So let's just try to sell him. Oops. Switch. Oops. So I just bought some melon seeds for 80. But let's say I wanted to sell him. How do I do it? R2 brings me to this menu. So let's sell him. That pickled cauliflower is worth 800 per jar, but the starfruit wine, 9,000 per starfruit wine. That's pretty good money. So we're gonna sell him that starfruit wine. And these truffles, look at that. 10 truffles are worth 12,500. That's why I farm the pigs, just because of these truffles. Let's sell that off. All right. So this is Pierre's. Thank you, Pierre. I'm out of here. Let's talk to this lady real quick. Hey, Marnie. I love animals, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm out of here. So there's the store. Let's hop back on our trusty horse named Artax for the Neverending Story fans. So there's all these different places we could go. We can go into the saloon, and oh, it's locked. It opens at noon. That's probably good. Don't want to open the bar too early. Here's this guy. Yeah, I think he lives right here. We can check out their house. So this is kind of the social aspect of the game. You make friends and talk to people, and they have their jobs that they do throughout the day, and they come and go. You can develop relationships, and some of them you can marry. Actually, a lot of them you can marry. So let's say I wanted to buy a new pickaxe or something like that. This is where you can buy ores, but you can also buy... I can upgrade my tools. So I need to get some iridium bars to start upgrading my tools to the next level. So that's that guy. You come across him pretty often in the game. And if we check the map, make sure we know where we're at. Now we're over here. Let's go down to Elliot's cabin down in the water. So this is the kind of game that's very relaxing. It's very peaceful. You can play at your own pace. There's really no rush. You know, sometimes you can take too long and screw up. And boy, it's kind of loud by the ocean over here, so I'll just do a quick little tour. You can come around and collect stuff like that. I could also go fishing, which, hey, why not? So we're gonna equip our fishing rod. Oh, that was a really bad cast. And I would essentially sit here for a while. Eventually a fish will bite. I'll reel it in, if I'm good at fishing or not. And if I'm able to catch the fish, I can use it to sell it, I can cook with it, I can give it to somebody as a gift. Certain people might want a certain type of fish for a gift. Therefore, you can improve your relationship with them. So me personally, I'm not really into the whole like making friends in this game. Really what I was trying to do is make a really efficient farm, make a ton of money, and almost get like a self-reliant farm. And I'm still not there yet, you know, I'm still on year 3. God dang it. It's kind of hard to get around sometimes. There's got to be a way through. No? Oh, no? Oh, I can't ride on my horse. That's sad. Whatever. It's not that important over there. So, one thing you haven't seen yet is some combat. And trust me, there's plenty of combat in this game. Hence why I have this lava sword ready to rock. Man, this horse is not very convenient. It's good. It's fast, but it doesn't let me squeak through very tiny spaces. So we're just going to go back up to the blacksmith here, and I'll show you a little secret. It's kind of a quick travel. I can use this to quick travel, so I could quick travel to that bus stop right by my base. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the mines. And look on the top part of the screen real quick. It's 3 p.m. So there is a day-night cycle to this game. And if I hit 2 a.m., so 2 in the morning, and I'm not in bed, I'm not in my house, then you'll kind of just pass out where you are and you'll lose money. So really, kind of object by the end of the day is to get back home. So I don't want to spend all night in the mines. I want to make sure at some point I come back home for... But here's my lava sword that I have equipped. And we'll just go down a level real quick and show you. So this is the early tiers of mining. There's really not much here. I'm not going to find much. Ideally what we would do is go back up the mine. We can take this elevator, and because I've already gone all the way down the mine, every 5 levels you kind of save, so you can kind of go back. Once you get to level 10, you can just warp there every time. But let's go to, I don't know, 35. See if we can't kill something real quick. Ooh. So what's the purpose of going into these mines, you ask? Well, in order to get your farm going, there's certain things that you need to build, like sprinklers, for example. Well, if you want to build a sprinkler, you need certain resources that you're only going to find likely in a mine. And there's a lot of other items like that. So the mine is definitely an important place to go, but it's also very dangerous. Let's go even further. Let's go down to, let's say, 85. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Oh, yep, see. So we're just going to escape. We're just going to run away because we're scared. But that was the mines. I just wanted to show you that real quick. And we're just going to take the little trolley car back to town. Oh, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to the bus stop. So, look at, we're back here where I showed you earlier, and which means we are right back to our farm. Patty's Pub Farm. And if I didn't mention already, this is Charlie Kelly, my character's name. So we left our horse back in the middle of nowhere, but we'll finish this tour on foot. I mean, pretty much at the end of the tour. I've pretty much showed you everything. I've gone through the inventory. This is my character and his stats. These are all my friends, townsfolk. Here's the map. Plenty of places that I did not visit. Lots of places. Here's our crafting menu, which we can just go through. There's even more stuff to craft. Tons of stuff to craft. Practical things that actually help your farm, to decoration things that you don't really need, but are just kind of fun. Lots of collectibles that I found and will continue to find, especially if I start fishing. But that is Stardew Valley for you, folks. It's an amazing game. If I were to review it, easy 10 out of 10. If I can give it an 11 out of 10, I would. It's just one of those games that's rare, and it's just kind of a masterpiece. And it just sits in a league of its own. Not a game I would expect I'd ever wanted to play. I'm usually playing shooters and RPGs and kind of violent games, I would say. But for whatever reason, this game really struck a chord with me, as it does with a lot of people that play it. So I'm gonna hit the hay here and go to sleep, even though it's only 5:40 p.m. But it's been a long day touring you guys around the whole farm and the whole town. Old Charlie Galley's telling, so he's tired. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe, but only if you liked it. Cheers and take care, friends.